Hi, family yoga friends. It's Ellie coming to you from the Maple Center classroom. I'm so excited to have some time to do this video today and share some yoga time with you. So thank you for joining me. Maybe you're at home. You can be inside or outside. That's kind of the beautiful thing about doing yoga at home. Or you could even take this with you if you have a device that you're going to take maybe to your favorite park or place that you like to be right now and have some yoga time. So if you have your yoga mat, you can use that for our practice today. But if you don't, that's okay. Maybe you have a big towel, like a beach towel, or even just a space where you look around you and you don't have anything or anybody that's going to be in your way as you start to move your body. So you don't need anything special for our practice today. I'm excited to share some moving and breathing and stretching with you. So let's get started. If you want to come to sit in your crisscross applesauce or however you feel most comfortable and find those sit bones, the bones that live in your bottom that are going to help you sit up nice and tall. So maybe move it around a little bit, see if you can feel those. And then we're going to sit up as tall as we can together. Imagine there's a string connected to the crown of your head, bringing you up nice and tall. This makes your body get tall, especially through the middle here where our lungs live, so that we can take some good, nice, deep breaths together, which is always how we want to start our yoga practice, right? All right, so let's bring your arms out nice and wide. Take a big breath in, up to the top, clap them together and bring them down to your heart. Those thumbs meeting right at the middle of your chest where your heart lives. Let's start just by using our yoga word. It begins with an N. If you've been to our classes here before, you might remember what it is, but if not, that's okay. Let's take a deep breath in. We say namaste. Take a little bow with me. Good job. Sitting up nice and tall. Before we start to move our bodies together, we want to start with some breathing. So I hope what we do together today can be kind of an energetic thing. If this is something that you might want to try in the morning, especially if it's a day that maybe you're doing some of your time at home or not at school every day. Maybe this is a fun way for you to start your day, but you can do it anytime that would feel good. But with that in mind, I thought we would start off with balloon breath for our breath work in our class this morning. This is a good breath to practice, not only taking long breaths, but also bringing some energy into your body. So we don't all have balloons. I don't have a balloon with me, but one of the most fun things to do when we are together for yoga is use our imaginations. So find your special balloon. Maybe it's a rainbow colored one or it's your favorite colored one. Go ahead and pick it up. Hold on to it by the skinnier part where you're going to blow into. Remember that string at the crown of your head sitting up nice and tall. We're going to take a big breath in through your nose. And then blow into your balloon nice and long and strong. Good job, right? We want to make that a long breath in and out. If you just blow a little bit, your balloon probably isn't going to go very big. But if we take long breaths, it's going to get bigger. So let's try it again. Inhale. And a nice long breath out into your balloon. Good. Did yours get big? It looks like mine got pretty big, huh? Using those imaginations. Let's do it one more time together. Inhale. Exhale. Good job. Maybe you want to tie your balloon off, set it over to the side, or you can pick it up later. Now, as we move together today, even if our bodies are doing something totally different than what we're doing right now, you might hear me say, take a big breath in, take a big breath out. And you can think about blowing up your balloon anytime, even if you don't have it right there in front of you. So think about that as we move together today. Now, we want to warm up our bodies a little bit before we start our full practice. And I like to always warm up my spine. The spine is that row and chain of bones that lives down the back side of your body, your backbone, sometimes we call it. And it's so important that we keep our spines healthy. So let's find those sit bones once again. Sit up nice and tall. Pull on your string if you need to. Think about all the different ways that you can move your spine, right? It helps your body move in all kinds of cool ways. The first one I can think of is to go forward. So let's take a big breath in, bring your arms up nice and high. And then bring your arms out in front of you as you lean forward as far as you can. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Feel your back kind of stretch as you're reaching forward into this forward fold. If you need to move your legs to a different way to feel good in your body, that is always okay to do. Make sure that everything we do today feels good for your body. And if not, then change it up at home so that it does feel okay, or just skip it. It's okay if you don't do something with us too. Let's take a big inhale. We've gone forward. Which other way can we go? If we've gone forward, what's the opposite? We could go backwards. Bring your arms back behind you for support and lean back. Lift your heart to the sky. Take a big breath in and out. And then coming up to sit nice and tall. Good. All right. So we've gone forwards and backwards to stretch. What other ways could we go to get our spines moving today? Maybe a little side to side action. Yeah. Let's bring our hands out and up once again. Big breath in. And then bring one arm down and lean way far over to one side for me. Where do you feel this? On your side body right here, I hope. Good. Make this top arm, my hand that's waving, nice and long. Reach for the wall or whatever's over to the side of you. Inhale, come back up to sit tall. And exhale, go the other way. Nice big side stretch. So when we do something on one side of our bodies in yoga, we always want to try to do the opposite. Do it on our other side so that we get lots of movement and that we feel balanced. Good. Bring yourself back to center, reach up, and then bring it down. So we've gone forward. We've gone backwards. We've gone to one side. We've gone to the other side. There's one more good way that you can twist or that you can move your body. I just said the word to you to warm up your spine. I always think about twisting. This feels great on your spine. It feels good on your tummy. Twisting is a great way to warm up and get yourself moving. So let's inhale, reach our arms up all together. Exhale, we're going to twist over to one side. Bring both arms over to one side of your body. Look over your shoulder if it feels good on your neck, and look to whatever's behind you. I just have this nice plain orange wall behind me, but maybe you're looking at something really beautiful or fun where you are. Somebody's behind you. Give them a big smile. Good. Come back to center. Reach up. And because we did our twist going to one side, we're going to do it going to the other side, right? Look over your shoulder. Good job. Okay, come back to center with me. Reach your arms up. And then we're going to bring our hands down, unwind your legs from wherever you are. I'm going to turn so that I'm more on my yoga mat to tabletop pose, right? Does my body look a little bit like a table here? I have strong arms out in front of me. My knees are right underneath my hips, and my back is nice and straight and strong. Coming into tabletop pose. And then from here, we're going to move our spines a little bit more together through cat pose and cow pose. Again, if you've come to family yoga before, you might remember this one. Let's start with cow as we let our tummies drop down, look up to the sky, feel your belly stretch. Maybe you even want to let out a little bit of a moo, like a cow with me. Good job. And then round your spine like you're a little scaredy cat. Reaching your spine to the sky to stretch. Say meow, meow. Inhale, drop your belly down, look up, say moo. Exhale, round your back to the sky, meow, meow. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. Good. Come back to your strong tabletop pose. And even when we're here on our hands and knees, we can do something that is going to challenge our balance a little bit. So be careful here. Be mindful of who might be around you. And if something doesn't feel good, then you just come back to your tabletop pose. But first, we're going to try sending one leg long behind us. Flex your foot and press your heel to the walls behind you or whatever's behind you. Notice you want to make your belly strong. Press both hands into the ground. Practice that balance. If you feel really strong and stable, maybe you want to bring your arm up on the opposite side of your body. So I have my right foot and leg lifted and my left hand lifted. Good. Keep breathing. Don't want to hold your breath. We want to breathe nice and steady whenever we're moving. Come back to tabletop pose. If we do something on one side of our bodies in yoga, we want to do it on The other side, right? So let's send our opposite leg behind us. For me, that's my left leg. Big breath in and out. And if you feel nice and strong and stable, keep your belly strong. Maybe you bring your opposite hand up. This is called spinal balance. Good job. And then come back down onto hands and knees. Good work. From here, we're going to tuck our toes under. Feel those toes pressing down. Maybe you feel your feet stretching a little bit. Lift your hips up to one of my favorite poses in yoga, downward facing dog, right? Your body looks kind of like an upside down V in this pose. You can bend your knees a little bit. Feel that stretch in your legs. You feel all the fresh blood coming into your brain because your head's pointing down to the ground. Maybe you shake your head yes and no a little bit. Just let your neck be nice and heavy. And since this is downward facing dog pose, maybe we want to find our tails today, huh? If you want to lift up one leg like your doggy tail, shake it all around. Be a happy little doggy, ruff, ruff, ruff. I have a new puppy at my house. She likes to wag her tail all the time. And if we lift up one foot, let's lift up the other one. Shake it all around, ruff, 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 ruff. Good job. All right, coming back into our downward facing dog pose. Look back towards your knees, towards your thighs. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Good. From here, we're going to bring our knees down back to tabletop pose for a little bit of a rest. And then we're going to come into plank pose. So plank pose looks just like if you were going to do a push-up. You're going to send your legs long behind you. Try to make your body look nice and long and strong, just like it was a plank or a board of wood. If this is a little bit more than what your body wants, you can just bring your knees back down to the ground to help support you a little bit. So whether you're using your knees or you're lifting up, we're going to take one breath here together. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Bring your knees back down if they're not already on the ground. One more big breath in and out. And then we're going to press back up into our downward facing dog pose. Little happy doggies. Ruff, 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 ruff. Shaking your tails. Good job. Now look up, look forward towards your hands, and we're going to crawl our feet up to meet our hands. So come to the top of your mat. I'm going to turn around so you can see me a little bit better. Hanging down low. This is another one of my favorite poses, especially at the beginning of yoga. Ragdoll pose. Make some space between your feet down here. Plenty of space between your feet. You can bend your knees. You want to feel your belly start to touch your thighs a little bit. Let your head hang heavy, like that string on the crown of your head is hanging heavy down toward the ground. And you're just going to sway a little bit side to side like a rag doll. Nice and heavy, a great way to stretch the back of your legs. Good job. Take a big breath in. Take a big breath out. Good job. All right, now we're going to press into our feet and slowly, slowly, slowly start to roll up. Coming up, letting your spine slowly return to standing straight and tall. Bring your feet so that they're right underneath your hips, standing up tall. Let's inhale, bring your arms up. This is Tadasana mountain pose, standing straight and tall like a mountain. Bring your hands down to heart center. Good work, guys. Awesome job. Let's move on. Let's try chair pose together. I'm going to turn sideways just so you can see my body a little bit better. Standing up nice and straight in my Tadasana. Inhale, circle your arms, reach up. Exhale, you're going to sit down just like you were sitting in a chair. You can leave your arms up like this. You can bring them out to the side for balance or even down if that helps you with your balance. This is kind of a hard pose. So keep breathing. You're going to feel this in your legs, right? You want to feel like you're rocking back even a little bit so that the weight is coming into the heels. You might feel your toes start to move around a little bit, and that's okay. If you need to bring your hands onto your thighs for support, you can. If you want to really challenge yourself, maybe you reach up. Let's take one more breath together in our chair pose. Inhale. Long balloon breath out. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Stand up together with me. Exhale. Bring your hands to heart center. All right. From here, we're gonna come into our warrior one pose. So pick up one of your feet. It doesn't matter which one, because we're gonna do it on both sides of our body. You're gonna take a big step toward the back of your mat. Good, you're gonna make your front leg, your front knee, bend a little bit towards your toes, not too far. And then you're gonna lift your arms up high. This is called warrior pose, warrior one. Good, both of our feet are on the floor here. So my front knee is bent, my back leg is straight, and I'm pressing both of my feet down into the floor. Your hips, your belly, your shoulders, everything's working to face forward towards your front toes. And your arms are straight and strong like you were a warrior and you drew your sword up high. Take a big breath in. Take a big breath out. Good job. Now bring your arms down and we're gonna just step back up to the top of our space and try that on the other side of your body. So step your opposite foot back, nice and far on your mat. Make some space, bend your front knee, make this back leg straight and strong and press both feet into the ground. Your hips, your belly, your shoulders, everything's facing forward. And then you draw that sword and lift it up nice and strong. Strong, straight arms. Spread your fingers wide, make space. Take a big breath in with me. Take a big breath out. Good job. All right, step back up to the top of your mat. Nice work. Now, you've learned a couple of poses today that go along with another cool part of yoga, and I'd like to teach you a sun salutation. Again, if you've come to family yoga, you might have done this before. If not, this will be a little bit new. We'll go through it a couple times together. I don't have any music today because I wasn't sure if we'd be able to hear it, but there are a couple really fun songs out there if you're at home and want to do some sun salutations to music for kiddos. So I might post that when we put this video up so that you have that information if you want it. We're going to start at the top of our mat. We're going to be in mountain pose. Do you remember what that one is? Bring your arms up nice and high and then bring them down. Bring your thumbs to your heart center, straight and strong like a mountain. Good job, right at the top of your mat. So inhale, bring those arms up. And then exhale, forward fold, coming down just like we did into our ragdoll pose. Good job, hanging nice and heavy. From here, we're gonna bring our feet back into our plank pose. So bringing your feet back, one and then the other to your strong plank pose, either on your toes or using your knees for support. Make your arms straight and strong and your belly really strong. Take a breath in and take a breath out. Good. And then slowly, we're gonna use our strong arm muscles to lower all the way down to our bellies. Imagine that you were a snake. We haven't done this one yet, but I like to call this snake pose. You're in your little hole and you're ready to pop out and see what's going on. So as you take a breath in, you're gonna lift your chest and press into your hands to come out of that snake hole. Maybe you look around, see what you can see. Good job. And then press over your knees, tuck your toes, and back into our downward facing dog. Ralph, how are our doggies doing? Are you doing good? Good job. From here, look forward towards your hands and you're gonna step or even maybe a little hop up to the top of your mat. Jump your feet forward. And then slowly roll up. Inhale as you reach up to the sky, to that high mountain, and exhale, bring your hands back down. Good. That was the sun salutation. Excellent work. Let's do it one more time together. So whether you're here with me on the video or back in our classroom one of these days, or maybe you do a different yoga video or a different class, this might be something that you practice and you'll have learned it before. So all together, let's inhale, reach our arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Come on down. See if you can tickle those toes a little bit. We're gonna walk or jump your feet back into plank pose on your toes or on your knees, and then using your strong arms, slowly lower down to your belly. You're a little snake as you inhale, reach the crown of your head up, your chest open, and then exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Good work. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, look forward towards your hands. And exhale, come all the way up to the top of your mat. Inhale, roll up to stand nice and strong. Reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Excellent work. So if you want, you could even pause here if you want to do a few more sun salutations on your own. The song that I like, if you want to listen to a song with this, is called Dance for the Sun. It's by Willie Wiley. We'll post that information when we put the video up because it's a fun song to incorporate here. So before we start to do a cool down for our class today, I wanted to go through a little bit of balancing. Right? Balancing is something that can be kind of hard, but it's so important. It keeps our bodies healthy and sometimes works muscles that we don't get to work very often. So today we're going to work on tree pose. We start in mountain pose. Do you remember what mountain pose is? Both legs on the floor, straight and strong. Make your belly strong. Bring your hands to your heart. Bring your shoulders down. Feel that string at the top of your head, helping you stand up nice and strong. Good. You can bring your hands out to the side. Our right leg is going to be the trunk of our tree to start off. So your left leg is going to start to lift up and turn out. My knees turning out to the side. You can bring your foot and toes right to the inside of your ankle, your hands out to the side for some balance. If you're feeling like a really strong big tree today, you can start to lift your leg a little bit higher. Good job. The great thing about tree pose, you can play around. Maybe you're a tree swaying in the wind, growing some big branches. You see leaves starting to fall down these days from the trees. We'll see that even more, right, as we get into fall. Good job. Bring that foot back to the ground. So coming back down. And if we do something on one side of our body in yoga, we're going to do it on the other side, right? So our left leg is now going to be the trunk of your strong tree. Your right knee turns out to the side. Seeing how you feel. You might feel different from one side of your body to the other with how strong you are or how good your balance is, and that's okay. Seeing how it feels. Maybe your branches get really tall or they go up and down. Good. Maybe you even want to try closing your eyes in this pose. That makes balancing really challenging. Great. One more breath in and out. Good work. Bringing both feet down to the floor now. Awesome. All right. We're going to come sit down on our mats together. Instead of sitting crisscross applesauce this time, let's bring the soles of our feet together and come into butterfly pose. This is a good one to stretch your hips before we start our rest and relaxation time. The soles of your feet are touching, your knees come out wide like a book, or also, hence the name, butterfly pose, like butterfly wings. You can flap those butterfly wings up and down a little bit. Or maybe you even lean forward. See if you feel a stretch a little bit in your hips when you move your body around a little bit more. Good. And coming back up to sit tall. From here, we're going to bring our hands to the outsides of your legs. Press your knees back together. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me, but you can stay where you are. And then we're going to slowly lay down on our backs. Good. Coming into a bridge pose. This is a good one to build some energy in the body. As you walk your feet in towards your bottom, nice and close, you're going to press into your heels and lift your hips up high to the sky, feeling that stretch in the front of your body. Press into your feet. Take a big breath in and out. Bring yourself back down to the ground. One more time, press into your feet, lift your hips, feel your spine come off of your mat. Nice job. This is bridge pose. Take a big breath in and out. And bring it back down. Good work. Bring those knees in like you're curling yourself into a little ball, a little rock. Maybe you want to take some circles side to side. Feeling your hips and back, get a little massage. Good. And then we're going to rock and roll along your spine a couple of times. Press yourself up into your seat. Good. Let's come back to that crisscross applesauce. We're going to do a seated time for rest and relaxation today. If you would prefer to sit differently or maybe lay down on this at this time on your mat or your space, that's totally fine. But sometimes sitting up can help us to be a little bit more focused and help you to listen a little bit better. So you can try that at home if you want to. Take a big breath in with me. Reach your arms up nice and high. Good. Exhale, make your arms float down as you breathe out. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, press them down. Good. You can let your hands rest wherever you feel comfortable here for our rest and relaxation. You can bring them to your legs or just sitting out by your sides. You can even come back to that prayer position if you'd like to. You can leave your eyes open or closed, guys, whatever feels good for you. Sometimes closing your eyes can help you to focus on what's going on inside your brain a little bit more and think a little bit harder. But whatever you feel comfortable with for just a few minutes as we finish up here with some rest and relaxation time. So with your eyes open or closed, I want you to think about how you feel when you take a breath. Take a big breath in with me and blow it out. How does that make your body feel when you take a breath? Did you notice if your breath felt warm or cold? Maybe if it helped make your heart or your mind feel different? Knowing that that breath is always there for you when you just need a moment for yourself. A little bit of time out, you can take a breath in and out. And then thinking about maybe how you want to feel today. If you're doing this video in the morning as you start off your day, or at any point as you go through the rest of your day today, how do you want to feel? Maybe it's joyful or kind, curious, happy, brave, peaceful. That's totally up to you. Think about how you would like to feel for the rest of your day today, whatever you have to do. And bring that word into your mind. Take a breath in and a breath out. Keeping that word with you as you take one more inhale and exhale. Knowing that you are in charge of how you feel. You get to make that choice. You get to decide. Keeping that word with you of being kind or happy, peaceful or brave, or whatever it is that you want to feel today to have the best day that you can. One more deep breath in and out. If your eyes are closed, go ahead and open your eyes. Let's circle our arms up one more time here together and bring them down to heart center. Thank you so much for taking time to do some yoga with me today. I've so enjoyed being with you. Let's end our time together with our yoga word. If you remember from the beginning, sitting up nice and tall, big breath in. Exhale, namaste. Hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.